Previously on DrakeParagon.
Here's to the crew.
Going after someone.
She's your girlfriend, give her a hug.
It'd probably be easier to get a job in Boston.
All the people go to this cannoli place.
I know what a cannoli is. We go way back.
Sail, the big tall ship's in here. Welcome to Waterboat Marina.
And that's Irish for, do you understand?
We are gonna walk all the way to Harvard Square. It must be like 10 miles. And it all happened so fast that I scrambled over the side and the boat went over 180. Actually, I think we can do both. We'll just do this walk through Fanueil Hall. Located near the waterfront in Boston, Massachusetts, Fanueil Hall has been a marketplace and a meeting hall since 1743. Fanueil Hall was the site of several speeches by Samuel Adams, James Otis, and others who encouraged independence from Great Britain. Today, Fanueil Hall is a part of Boston National Historical Park and a well-known stop on the Freedom Trail. Fanueil Hall is sometimes referred to as the Cradle of Liberty. Did we lose Mo? What'd you get there? From the Megumi of Japan place? How is it? Yeah, I know. Welcome to Fanueil Hall, the food court. We've got a big day of walking ahead of us. Yeah, try upstairs maybe? I really do think we're going to eat a lot better when we go to sea because we'll just have wholesome food, ingredients, and we've got a lot of recipes. And we'll be eating on a more regular schedule because it will be defined by the clock. It will be more regimented. Everything will be more regimented.
We can erect thousands of buildings and put down miles of concrete, but unless the next generation can say that Boston is a better place to live, we will have achieved nothing.
This is Government Center. We are going to walk that way towards the Charles River and on to Cambridge. Charles Street goes alongside the Beacon Hill neighborhood in the center of Boston. The sidewalks are cobblestone and are lined with restaurants, pubs, antique stores, and specialty shops. It's so wild to think that here we are on Charles Street in the center of Boston, and in about a month we're going to be in Nook.
Like 3 guys standing around the shop going, well, there's no food, but so they came in last week. The look shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it should be very good.
Let's hope so.
I like these. Pull it behind you, and then you go in.
Here.
Yeah, you get groceries and all sorts of stuff. You put it in there, and then you just pull it behind. It's so much easier on your back.
Yeah.
You can put anything.
Takes a bit to store, though.
I wonder. They have some like that. I think folds up,
Yeah.
so it folds flat. I don't know if it comes down as well. Some do, some don't.
Are you ready, guys? Onward.
Okay. No, over here.
Oh.
This is like per month, yeah?
Yeah, like $3,500 a month for an apartment, 1 bedroom and a living room for $2,500. So like one person, not a roommate situation. Some of the more expensive apartments are here on Beacon Hill. What do you think of Charles Street?
I think it's lovely. It's beautiful. Everything you never knew you always wanted for more than you cared to pay.
How would you describe this place?
Quaint, expensive, beautiful,
Boutique shops.
Red
boutique-y, red brick.
Red brick. It's really nice.
Brick sidewalks.
You have to talk to some people. So maybe talk to some people.
Maybe talk to some people.
Yeah. You know, I know a lot of people are busy, but you'd be like, hello. And if they say hello back, then you talk to people.
I know just the place to take you.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can talk to a lot of people. Community boating.
Cool.
Right around the corner. So this is the Boston Common, and it's kind of like Boston's version of Central Park in New York City. It goes from olive over there and olive over there. The Boston Common is a central public park in downtown Boston. Dating from 1634, it is the oldest city park in the United States. Adjacent to the Boston Common is the Boston Public Garden. While the Boston Common is primarily unstructured open space, the Public Garden contains a lake and a large series of formal plantings that are maintained by the city and others and vary from season to season.
What's that?
They have these swan boats. You can see one just right over there.
Yeah.
There's a guy pedaling the boat, and they just tore the little pond.
Oh my
here.
god.
This looks very familiar.
Really? How so?
Yeah. Because hang on, I don't know if this was the place where your man in Goodwill Hunting goes. Like he goes and sits on one of the benches in the park.
That was here.
Was that
That
here?
was definitely here. Yeah. Oh my god! A scene from Goodwill Hunting was shot here.
What were they doing?
This is when Will
talking-
Robbins, they sit in the park and he goes, what do you think? You got a thing for ducks, do you? That's what you get off on? He's just
Like you may have read about the Sistine Chapel,
but you've never smelled what it is.
We've got ducks here on the port side there.
Hey, look, Drake.
Yeah.
The ducks have their own jetty.
Oh my god! Oh, do you think they made that for them?
I think so. I mean, it's so they can get up on the island and go for like. Wow.
And over there underneath the bridge is one of the swan boats.
Classic.
Yeah, it is old.
Seriously old.
Let's go up here. Welcome to Boston Common. I used to bring Abby, my cat, here to the vet. Had to bring her here for a physical before we pushed off for Bermuda. My little cat terrier.
What happened to Abby?
I lost her. The boat was at anchor. I came back and she was gone. I had her for many years, but I'm not sure what happened that night. I'm just happy to know that she had a really good life, you know. This is a bridge. On the other side is the Charles River.
The Canadian goose was just dipped down. His head, yeah, like that.
I have never seen that before.
Ever?
I've never seen him doing that, no. This is the Charles River with Cambridge on the right side and Boston on the left. This is where I learned how to sail at community boating. They have the entire mix of people that you find in Boston, every ethnicity, every profession. They all sail here because it's so affordable. There's a class that you can sit in on. After that, though, the only way to learn is by being taken out for instruction, and that's member volunteer based.
Oh wow.
They ask, would you like to take somebody out for instruction?
Yeah.
And you don't have to. You can say, no, I want to go by myself, or no, I brought my friends with me. But a lot of the time, people feel kind of obligated to take people out to teach them how to sail, because that's how they learned how to sail.
Literally, it's a real community.
Sailing here for all. And it's neat because you can go out for instruction all day long, as many times as you want, each time by a different person who's happy to teach you how to sail, teach you how they sail. And so you can learn how to sail from many different people.
It's a nice method.
This is the office. The bathroom's right there. You can rent a locker. This is where you can take that class that I was telling you about. It's just like 20 minutes. So they set up the chairs in this room. Somebody gets up and does this sort of theoretical stuff about how to sail.
Yeah.
I'll show you the rest. These are Mercuries. They were made in the 1940s. They're really old boats. They're so much fun to sail. So you go to the dock house and you say that you'd like to take a boat out. If there's a waiting list, then you sit out here and wait for them to call your name over the loudspeaker. And they tell you what boat number you have. And then you go in here. And all of the sails for all of the boats are kept in these cubbies here. So you go to the numbered cubby for the boat that you got. And you grab the main. I think they keep the jibs over here. So you grab your sails in this room. Also, life jackets over here. Grab your life jacket. They have this dryer here. If you go in the water, you can wash your clothes before you go home. Over here we've got the rudders and the pillars. So these aren't numbered for the boat, but you grab your sails and you grab a rudder and a tiller for a Mercury. You know, they do have the hinge so you can lift it up and bring it around your head. And these are the Mercuries. Wow. They have drop-down centerboards. Yeah, I think you can fit 4. And you can take a jib and a main. They also have storm main. If it's a red flag day, meaning if it's a windier day, then you need a rating that lets you have a full main on a red flag windy day. If you don't have that rating, then you have to take a storm sail. Quite often, every single one of these boats is out. And on a really windy day, they might have as many as like 10 capsizes in one day of these boats. If they go all the way over, they can be hard to right, especially if you're by yourself. I remember one day when I was first learning how to sail, I jigged a Mercury, and it all happened so fast that I scrambled over the side and the boat went over 180, and I ended up sitting on the bottom completely dry. You just grab the next available one, rig it up and go. Also down here they have keel boats, not these Mercuries, but a little bit larger boats like sonars, barnegats. Although the fleet's really changed a lot since I was last here. For these boats, you have to take a rowing dinghy out to the boat on the mooring and tie up the dinghy, and you still have to bring your sails and then rig up the boat right there, and then just detach from the mooring ball and sail off. You know, none of the boats here have engines.
And what's the wind like in here? Because sometimes with the buildings it can be a little...
Oh my god, it is so squirrely. The wind's
Yeah.
going in one direction, then all of a sudden it's completely changed. With all the buildings surrounding the Charles River, the wind direction and speed changes on a dime. So if you can learn to sail here at community boating, you can sail anywhere. They have a rescue launch, and I think they like always have a boat that's sort of motoring around the Charles River looking for people that need help. But certainly on a red flag windy day and with all of the boats out, they have people on the dock with binoculars constantly scanning the Charles River looking for boats that have capsized. And then as soon as they see one, they're there in just seconds to get the person out of the water and tow the boat back.
Yeah.
And then if the person who capsized the boat is able to, he or she has to clean the boat, bail the boat, you know, wipe it down. But yeah, it's a very defined area. You sail in between the Longfellow Bridge over there, also called the Salt and Pepper Bridge, because of those things that look like salt and pepper shakers. There's that bridge, and then there's that bridge, which is the Mass Ave Bridge. And so it's a very small, controllable area that everybody's sailing in. I've sailed here thousands of times, probably.
Wow.
And I've come here to sail so many times. It's been such a big part of my life. It's pretty cool to be back here. Glad I got to show it to you.
I'm really glad you did.
It's really, I think, the most special thing that I know of about Boston. My favorite thing about Boston. Aren't they beautiful?